Hello everyone, it's Dan here from Thomas Road Support. I'm just going to take you through the theme options available to you in our Acome theme for WordPress. So at this point in our previous video we set up all the demo data and we've got everything all ready to go on my little local host here, and we're just going to head into the theme options now and just see what each one does and how it all works. So as with all our themes, the theme options are available in Appearance and Customize. Within here you'll see plenty of sections to play with. Some of them are default to WordPress, most of them are our special ones. So to begin with, we start at the top. We have covered this in our previous video. This is the import demo data section. This is where, if you haven't already, you can grab all of the data from the demo and get things set up in one click. Very simple, very straightforward. Below we've got the logo settings, which are particularly self-explanatory, I suppose. We can set up our own logo, and if we want to show the strapline below, we can disable or enable this as we see fit. Just below this we've got our header options. Now this is where we can show extra areas such as the search area here. We can disable this if we don't want. But more importantly, the main reason you probably want to go to this area is to set up your social networks. You just simply select your network from the drop down list, pop in your URL, and as you do so, just pop all these in here. You can see each network appears beautifully in the corner here. Wonderful. Next up, this is a default WordPress area. This is where you set your title and your tagline. That area we removed below, and also your favicon. So just to avoid confusion, WordPress takes care of your favicon via this area. Just simply pop in your image here and it will appear as your favicon in the browser. Next up, we've got the blog layout. So you can see here we've just currently got it with a grid and a sidebar. But if we go into the drop down menu, we've got plenty of other options to choose from here. You can go through obviously the classic feeds. You can highlight your first post and have the rest as a masonry. Really just all of the options you've seen in the demo. You can select how you want your homepage to display here. Very flexible, very easy to use. Next up, obviously we've got the slider here, and this particular section of the options controls how you want the slide to be presented. Obviously we've got the carousel here, which is individual items. We can switch that to a nice full width slider as well, if we wanted to, or if you're not into the sliders you can just get rid of it. Totally up to you. And then below here we've got the intro text, which is the part shown just below the slider, or if you remove the slider at the top of the page, you can pop in your own custom text. And if you want to highlight a certain area or take people to a particular page of your site, you can say pop a little button in here, give it a URL to point to, and there we go. You can see our little button has appeared there. And then next up, if you want to further highlight certain posts or pages of your site, you can do so with some promo boxes. Just to give you an idea of what these actually are, there you go. You can just see they are little content boxes separate to the feed or the slider, where you can particularly highlight any area you wish. Just give it a title, give it a URL, and you can pop in up to 3 of them here. Next up, we've got the colours. This is where you can really begin to give the theme your own style. Obviously I'm just going crazy for the sake of showing you what's what, but yeah, you can take control of most of the colours here. Obviously certain design elements will require custom CSS, which is inevitable, but for the most part we've given you full control over most of the areas you'll wish to look at. That kind of looks weird, so I'm going to just pop that back to default. Brilliant. Okay, here you can set up a background image. If we just pop one in, there you go. And you can see there it's popped it straight in. Now the default way that WordPress handles background images, this is a default WordPress option by the way, it gives you control of how you want to display them. So at the moment it's tiled, which with this particular background image looks a bit funky. What we can do is have it not repeat and fixed if you wanted to, so you can see there. Obviously you need to apply a bigger image for this to work well, but there you go, you can control that as you wish from there. Get rid of that. Here the menu location, this is another default WordPress area. It's just somewhere where you can tweak your menus. Personally I prefer to do this from the dedicated admin area under appearance and menus, but really that's up to you, that's your preference. Next up we've got another default option. You can set up widgets as you want. So if we want to, let's say, pop in a widget to our footer, that's a bad example. There we go, we can see you can just pop that all in there as you like. You can have up to 3 columns of widgets if you wish. Next up we've got the Instagram settings. This one's quite important. If you do plan on showing an Instagram feed, you will need to pop in your access token as explained here, and then your username, and then finally you can add your own copyright message. As you wish. And then finally we've got the custom CSS area, which if you're a bit of a developer or want to really tweak this to your needs beyond what we offer in the options, then this is where you can put your own customizations as well. Okay, perfect. Well, that's the options covered in the theme. I hope this has been useful. If you do have any other questions or any problems with it, please do let me know and come and see me over at support. Thanks for watching.